up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching that match. We've lost 1-0. It's yet another disgusting, pathetic, and embarrassing performance at home from the team. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. They only seem to get up for big games now. We are just throwing this league title away like no tomorrow. Yes, we're still in it, but we're just putting ourselves in the most deepest hole possible. Yet again, embarrassing, no urgency, chances missed left, right, and center. It was an absolutely disgusting performance for the full 90 minutes. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen for you right now. It was Iñaki Peña in goal, a back four of Kounde, Eric Garcia, Inigo Martinez, and Alejandro Balde, a midfield three of Pedri, Casado, and Olmo, and a front three of Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Raphinha. One change, of course, from our strongest lineup, Eric Garcia coming in for Kubarsi. Apart from that, this is Barcelona's strongest lineup and could not even penetrate relegation battling Leganes. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm going to be giving it, of course, a 1 out of 10. This is by far the worst performance of the season without a shadow of a doubt, at least against Las Palmas. There's a lot of urgency from the team. First half was alright. Of course, we went down very early. The goal they scored, our first set piece conceded this season. We had a lot of chances in that first half. Lewandowski should have scored 4 goals. Almost missed a big chance. Raphinha did really well in a tricky situation from a chance and created one. We should have went up leading into the break 3-1 or 4-1, but we just didn't finish. Second half was disgusting. It was embarrassing. It was pathetic. No urgency whatsoever. We had 2 chances from Jules fucking Kounde, and that was pretty much it. From the 60th minute until the 86th minute, we did absolutely nothing. We get the ball around the final third, cross headed away, shot Rosed, ball bounces around, cross headed away. Absolutely nothing. We have 5'8", 5'9" attackers, and we're trying to cross them the ball. It is pathetic. It is such one-dimensional from Barcelona. When we are put under pressure in these weaker games, to create something different, we fail to adapt. We can adapt from the beginning of games. It's quite clear to me now this team is just up for big games at this point. I talked a lot about the mentality change at Barcelona. I still think there is a change, but the change is not for the better or for the worse. It's just the opposite. From before, we beat little teams, can't compete with big teams, and now we're doing the opposite, where we feel we have one lapse of concentration, we concede, and that's it. We have not kept a clean sheet, by the way, since the fucking Clásico at the end of October. If we do not keep a clean sheet against Atletico Madrid this Saturday, it will now be 2 months without a clean sheet for Barcelona. The defense has been woeful. To be fair, I'd say half the goals are individual mistakes and half of them are, the opponents working us out. We're our own downfall. We can see the goal ourselves. Yes, Eric Garcia got down by the corner. He's starting his first game, I think, since September. I don't think that should be blamed too much onto him. It is a mistake from him. We will criticize him, of course. But I guess it's, it just happens. We had 90 minutes to get back in this game. The fact that Leganes, if they scored the last second, we lose, it's like whatever. I mean, it happens. They scored in the 3rd fucking minute. We had 90 minutes, if you include added time, all that stuff. We had 90 whole minutes. We had a whole game to get back in this game, and we did nothing. The team deserved to win this game. Will it be a wake-up call for the Atletico Madrid game? I don't know. I don't care. I'm disgusted by this performance, and the thing is, this has been happening too much this season. We keep dropping points in key little La Liga games that we need to win. You look at Las Palmas, Osasuna, Celta Vigo. The Sociedad one kind of happened after a great run. We'll let that one slide. But all these little games here, we need to pick up points, and not only that, but capitalize on our opposition's mistakes. We crumble. We are now same points as Atletico Madrid. They have a game in hand as well, so we have to beat them this Saturday. We're still a point ahead of Real Madrid, which again is a little bit of a silver lining, I guess. But now, I said we have to get 6 out of 6 points, and the best we can do now is 3. It's just so embarrassing, and we're our own downfall this season. It's been pathetic, and again, we still have a lot of season to go. I don't think the league title is over yet. We have a lot of course, our home games at the Camp Nou, which hopefully we can get back into this game. The Goal d'Or, the seating session again was empty. They fucking hired a band to play there. I think the club would there have to be a little bit at fault as well. There's no atmosphere in the stadium whatsoever. You get a little bit of Barca chance, and that's it. You get the Un Día de Partir song once or twice. That's it. I think the fans are a bit to blame as well. They didn't get the team up for this game whatsoever. Again, there's been no chance. They didn't make it into an atmosphere. Again, that's more so because the singing section is not there. But embarrassing all the way around. Everyone, including myself as well. Fuck it. Gets a 1 out of 10 today. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings, where there's going to be a lot of cookery in this. We're going to start, of course, with Inaki Peña in goal. Gonna give him a 6. Did nothing great. A great save in the first minute that of course led to the corner kick that we conceded. Header, free header right in the corner. Could not do anything about that. Apart from that, I thought he was all right. Didn't really do anything wrong. There's one moment where he came out and he almost, conceded. Leganes almost scored because he just came out of his box and he didn't win the clears. But luckily, the ball bounced off the Leganes player out for a throw-in, so we got away with it there. Apart from that, was really quiet, but great save in that second minute, so I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. Now, for that partnership in front of him, firstly is Eric Garcia on the right-hand side. I've given Eric Garcia 7 out of 10. Now, let me explain here. I give him a 7 because I know for a fact he's going to get pelters from the fans. And if you think Eric Garcia dropped a stinker today, you have the absolute ball knowledge of a snail. Yes, got done by the goal. Should have done better. Sure. Apart from that, I thought Eric Garcia was great. Won a lot of aerial duels. His ground duels were fantastic as well. Passing off in the back was great. Found a lot of pockets in the middle for Pedri, Casado, and Olmo. Dealt with the long balls of Leganes very well. Held composure pretty well. I thought he played well. If you take away that mistake, I'll give it a 7 just purely because I know he's going to get a lot of hate. His performance was probably a 6 out of 10. But if you think Eric Garcia played poorly today, he had a stinker or something like that, you're a dumbass, to say the least. Yes, he's at fault for the goal, but I guess a good set piece routine by Leganes. It happens. We had 90 minutes to get back in this game. I don't think Eric Garcia should be at fault whatsoever for the result of this game or the performance. I think he played pretty well, so I would be giving him a 7 out of 10. Center back part on the left-hand side was Inigo Martinez. I'll give him an average 6. Again, did nothing wrong. Played the game that I expect Inigo to play in a game where we were all on the front foot. Dealt really well again with Eric Garcia on those long balls over the top from Leganes to try and catch us on the break. Apart from that, did what he had to do. Bit shite in that last 5 minutes, crossing it in and being kind of that PK center back going to striker. Didn't really do much. So I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. Into the fullbacks now. First off, with the right-hand side, it was, of course, Jules Kounde. I'm going to give Kounde a 7 out of 10. I thought he was one of 2 players in this game for Barcelona who played really well. Should have scored, yes, but the guy's a right back. He should not, with the attacking front four, four attackers that we have, we should have scored. Yes, he should have scored that 1v1 in the 80th minute. The other one was a bit of a challenging one, but he's a right back. I don't expect him to score those, even though I think as a professional you should have scored it. I thought he did really well. He locked down that right-hand side completely, defended very well, and I have to say, his crossing today was fantastic. He's improving a lot in that area. I think he's adapting to the fullback position pretty well. I thought he had a really good game. So many crosses that were pinpoint perfection to Lewandowski, who of course did not score. I think Kounde had a great game today, so I will be giving him a 7 out of 10. Left back, 100th appearance for Barcelona for Balde. 3 out of 10. I mentioned in the last video how I think Balde is on fraud watch. He is now officially on major fraud watch for me. I think the first 15-20 minutes he was alright. Had a lot of great crosses into the area. After that, he went back to the Balde that we've seen all season. Giving the ball away in midfield, crappy crossing, heavy touches. We need to sign a left back. I'm very, very close to giving up on Balde. I think he's a good talent. I think he's a good player, but we're expecting a lot of growth from him since he's the same left back that he was under Xavi when we won the double the 2022-2023 season. He's the exact same player. Nothing has improved. Nothing has, dropped off. It's worrying for me because I do rate him. I think he has a great run, great dribbling skills, good speed. He has a good cross on him, but we just never see it. And that is the worrying part for me with Balde. I think, again, dropped an absolute stinker, especially after the 20th minute. So I will be giving him a 3 out of 10. Into the midfield, first we'll start off with Casado. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I think, again, did really well. Won the ball back a lot in key areas in the midfield. Was doing winning a lot of second balls as well. Progresses was okay as well. Moving the ball forward pretty urgently. Wasn't really, static like he was in recent games. I think, again, without him in this game, could have been 2-0. There's so many times where Leganes were trying to beat that second press, and he was the one winning the ball back. He just, again, like I say all the time, just wins that ball back so well. So underrated. I love Casado. I think he put in a great performance. I will be giving him a 7 out of 10 for his display. His, of course, pivot partner was Pedri, and I'll give Pedri an 8 out of 10. And, of course, Barcelona's man of the match. I thought Pedri was magical today. Apart from a corner that he took in the 80th minute that didn't beat the first man, I thought Pedri had an absolutely perfect performance, barring a goal or an assist. Carried the team in transition, going forward, creativity. He was absolutely sublime. Getting double pressed by Leganes players, working out of it like no tomorrow. I think what sucks about us losing this game is that it will shadow away from how brilliant Pedri was in this game. I think alongside the Bayern Munich game, this is one of his best performances of the season. And again, it's going to be, overshadowed by the result, which again it should be, I guess. But I thought Pedri was magical today. So much intricate movement, finding great spaces. Again, his passes in the final third weren't that great, as it was not great for the rest of the freaking team. But I think, again, in spaces, counterattacks, keeping the play moving, the urgency. I think he's the only player that showed any urgency today, including the fans, the bench, and the players on the pitch. So shout out to Pedri tonight. I think he was absolutely sublime. I would be giving him an 8 out of 10. And last but not least, of course, is the number 10, and that is Dani Olmo. 2 out of 10. Should have been hooked at the half-an-hour mark. Twinkle toes. Absolutely shocking. Could not control the ball to save his life. They had so many... The thing I talked about a lot and glazed Dani Olmo about is his decision-making in the final third, and today it was disgusting. Disgusting. I honestly believe wholeheartedly, wallahi, if I was playing in the 10 today, I would have done a much better job than Olmo. That's how disgusting he was today. If I was the manager, I don't give an F. I would have hooked him 30th minute. It was an embarrassing performance. He looked like a third division player out there. I've seen third division players who play against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey playing better and put better shifts than Dani Olmo today. The only reason why I'm giving him a 2 and not a 1, because I think in the second half he did much better for that 50-minute cameo than he did in the first half. So we saw a little bit of improvement, but not that much. He was being more quick in his decision making, which of course was good in the second half. But again, nothing came of it. He was shocking, absolutely shocking. And again, that's now 3 of the last 4 games he's been trash. Played well against Dortmund, was crap against Betis, crap against Mallorca, and disgusting in this game. Something needs to wake up with Olmo. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe try something else now at this point. He had a great, fantastic start to his career at Barcelona, and it's gone to right shite now. 2 out of 10 for me. Disgusting and embarrassing from him. Into the front line now. Firstly, we're starting off with Lamine Yamal on the right wing. I'm going to give him an average 5 out of 10. I don't know how he played 70 minutes in this game. He, of course, signaled to be subbed off at halftime and came out and played another half an hour. Hopefully he's fit. Hopefully we didn't risk it. Hopefully, I don't know if he went on painkillers or what it was, but hopefully he's all right. Had a few shots from distance that went into Rose's end. That was pretty much it. Didn't really create much. Had a good pass, Trivela pass to, I think, Lewandowski, which Lewandowski failed to convert. Apart from that, he was very ineffective in this game. I think Leganes were double teaming him a lot down the right hand side, leaving Kounde open. That's why he had to slip a lot of passes into Kounde, but he tried. But I think once the half-an-hour mark came in, he kind of gave up a little bit. But it could have been much better from him, and I expected a bit better from him creativity-wise. But again, the rest of the team played like crap, so he ended up doing the same thing. Other winger, of course, was Raphinha. Also give him a 5 out of 10. Thought he was poor. I think he missed so many passes into that final third area, trying to slip the passes to Olmo and Lewandowski. Of course, had the chance. I think that was very difficult to say that Raphinha should have scored that chance in the first half. But there were so many moments where if he just made the correct decision, things would have changed. I think he was just too honed in on him being the creator and not looking at his teammates. Which kind of sucks because again he's been phenomenal this season, but again tonight I don't think he did enough to get the team forward. I think he did cost us in some areas and some counterattacks, but again the ball was slipping away from him and stuff like that. Very, very annoying performance from him, so I'll give him a 5 out of 10. And last on the least is of course our L9 Robert Lewandowski gets a 4. Should have had a super hat trick today. I think Lewandowski should have scored a hat trick today. That is a chance we're talking about. The point-blank cross from Raphinha, shocking miss. The header, again, it's difficult in the air, I get that, but as a target man striker, and it's a free header, should be scoring that. The 1v1 as well with Dimitrovic, that was very similar finish. He's trying to do it like he did in the Clasico, missed that. There's another chance that he missed that now, slipping my head a little bit, but shocking from him. The only reason I give him a 4 is I think that his link-up play and touches were really good. A bit of his hold-up play was suspect. He's getting fouled a lot. The referee was not, giving it to him. Some slip-ups here, but at least he has some good touches to get into these areas for the chances that he did create. So, I mean, give him being, very generous there. But yeah, shocker from him. That's why he got hooked at the hour mark. Disgusting from him. 4 out of 10. And now for the substitutions. The subs were Ferran Torres, Fermin, Kubarsi, Gavi, Balvector. None of them did anything. Ferran had a good flick on for the Kounde chance. That was it. This was the most ineffective substitutions I've seen in my life supporting the club. None of the subs had an effect. None whatsoever. Fermin was dead quiet. Balvector came on, had a header that went over. That was it. Gavi did nothing. Kubarsi, his crossing was shy. He just gets the ball and just whips it in to absolutely nowhere. None of the subs today had an effect. Probably give them all a 5. That's how shocking they were, but in a game like this where you're playing against an opponent that's just closing down all the channels and making it difficult, it's hard for them to have an impact. But You expect a little bit more from the players like this. It was shocking from them, alongside the players that started the game as well. And last but not the least, of course, the manager, Hansi Flick. I mean, Sorg was on the pitch. I don't know if Flick was even in the stadium, because usually the camera pans to the stands to see the suspended manager. I have no idea where Flick was. I don't even know if he coached this game. If he didn't, that's disgusting on him, because he should be in communication with Marcus Sorg. I'm going to give Flick/Sorg a 3 out of 10. Of course, picking a strong team like this and losing is pathetic. The in-game management is disgusting as well. The subs were poor. Why the fuck are you bringing on Fermin Lopez? The Fermin Lopez sub for me is poor. Everyone knows against a low block he's shite. Why not bring in Pablo Torre, who's good against a low block and can open up space? The fact that Pablo Torre did not make an appearance in this game is criminal. On top of that, Kubarsi for Eric Garcia. Why? That's just agenda based. Eric Garcia was playing well. He had some brilliant passes through the lines as well. We need a goal and you're switching center back for center back. What's the point of resting Kubarsi? Those two subs for me made no sense. I like the Gavi sub, bringing him into the 10. Pablo Victor just chucking on a striker to hope for the best, and the Francois sub, of course, makes sense. But the Kubarsi and Fermin subs were disgusting. Disgusting. Pathetic. For someone that's, been coaching this team for the whole season so far, to choose to bring those two on is unacceptable. And I think that also cost us the game. Stuff like this is just, poor. No halftime sub as well after a stinker. How did Dani Olmo come out for the second half? Lamine Yamal, sure, you want to put him on painkillers, he was alright, whatever. How did Dani Olmo walk onto that pitch in the second half? Poor from the management. I think, again, you gotta rate the starting lineup. They went full strength, and the end did not cost them. In-game management and subs were shocking, but again, they're not the ones playing on the pitch. We did, of course, create 6 or 7 clear-cut chances, so that's why I didn't give the manager a 2 or a 1, because again, I do blame a lot of that on the players, but the affect the game was shocking. 3 out of 10. So that was a match review for Barcelona versus Leganes in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. Main thing I want to know, of course, is your thoughts on the performance and your manager and player ratings as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.